brother constantly teased me for gaining weight after my pregnancy. When he faced health problems that left him unable to live alone, he begged for help. I just sent him a diet book. For 2 years after I gave birth to my daughter, my brother never missed an opportunity to comment on my weight gain, despite knowing I was struggling with postpartum depression. The comment started during a family dinner when my daughter was just 3 months old. I was exhausted, barely sleeping, and had managed to shower and dress for the first time that week. I reached for a second dinner roll when my brother scoffed, "Careful there, the baby's already out. What's your excuse now?" My parents laughed uncomfortably while I fought back tears. That was just the beginning. Every family gathering became an exercise in humiliation. He'd pat my stomach and ask if I was expecting twins. He'd theatrically groan when I sat next to him on the couch. He'd tag me in before and after weight loss transformations on social media with messages like, "Giving you inspiration." Growing up, my brother had always been the athletic one, captain of the football team, then a CrossFit enthusiast who became a personal trainer. His perfectly sculpted physique was his identity, and he considered it his personal mission to help others achieve the same. But his comments weren't about health. They were about control and feeling better about himself at my expense. When I confronted him, he'd always say he was just worried about my health, with that smirk that made it clear he wasn't worried about anything except landing his next joke. My husband wanted to step in, but I insisted on handling it myself. I gradually reduced contact, making excuses to miss family events where he'd be present. The breaking point came at my daughter's first birthday party. I'd spent weeks planning it, baking a special cake, and decorating our home. As I was serving the cake, my brother loudly announced, "Don't worry, everyone, there will be plenty left. My sister always makes sure there's extra for herself." The room went silent. I saw my mother's embarrassment, my husband's anger, and worst of all, I imagined years of my daughter witnessing her uncle belittle her mother. After that, I cut contact almost completely. I blocked him on social media and only saw him at unavoidable family events. I was finally starting to feel like myself again, focusing on being healthy rather than meeting some arbitrary standard. For the first time in years, I felt comfortable in my own skin. Then came the call from my mother. My brother had developed severe complications from undiagnosed diabetes. His blood pressure was dangerously high, and the doctor warned that living alone was no longer safe for him. The irony wasn't lost on me. The fitness enthusiast who'd mocked my weight was now facing serious health issues of his own. Apparently, his obsession with visible muscle had led him to ignore other aspects of health. "He needs someone to help monitor his condition," my mother explained. "He asked specifically if he could stay with you since you have that spare bedroom. He said he's sorry for how he's treated you," my mother added. "He realizes now he needs help." 2 days later, a package arrived at his apartment. Inside was a copy of The Complete Guide to Diet and Exercise, with a note that read, "Since you've been so concerned about my health all these years, I thought I'd return the favor. Good luck with your journey." He called me immediately, his voice a mixture of anger and disbelief. "Is this some kind of joke? I literally can't live alone right now." I hung up and blocked his number.